Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to yet another video. I don't know if you're excited, but this guy is. Talking about TJ Watt, number 27 on the list of the top 100 NFL players in 2023. It's always a special one when we get down to number 27, being that is my lucky number. Being that, look, if I ever see a player on the field wearing number 27, they're like instantly a favorite. It's got that pull, you know, it's special. We've all got our favorite numbers. And I can guarantee when you're watching the game of football, if any player indeed suits up in that number, it's going to mean something to you. He doesn't wear 27, but he has come in at number 27. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at his unbelievable stats. Yes, I know who TJ Watt is now. I brushed him off for years. I don't know if that was because I always thought, you know, he was working in the shadows of his elder brother, who I became aware of very early on in my journey. Will he be regarded as a better player than JJ Watt? It's possible. It's certainly possible. He's playing like a man possessed out there. He is a sack machine. I feel like he may have got somewhat of an injury last year, but all of that and more will be revealed. Let's get into his stats, watch his video, and put him on a rugby team. My first thoughts are flanker or number 8, but I'll let you guys know in due course. TJ Watt. 28 years of age, born October 11th, 1994, 6'4", 252 pounds. Went pick number 30 in the first round of the 2017 draft, played college football at Wisconsin from 13 to 16, got picked up by the Steelers, and he's been a Steeler ever since. He was the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 2021. Three-time first-team All-Pro, 2019, 20, and 21. A second-team All-Pro in 2019. How is that possible? What the fuck? 5-time Pro Bowler, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And a 2-time Deacon Jones Award winner, which is the best linebacker. No, it's not. It's the player who led the regular season in sacks, among other awards. He holds currently equal the NFL record in sacks in a single season with 22.5, tied with Michael Strahan. At the Combine in 2017, ran a 4.69 40-yard dash. He's one of the first guys we've seen with a handspan of 11 inches or more. 6.79 for the 3-cone drill, which is up there with the best, to be honest. 37 inches in the vertical, 10 for 8 in the broad jump, 21 reps on the bench. I'm assuming he's most probably the highest paid linebacker in the league by now. And on September 9th, 2021, he agreed to a 4-year extension worth over $112 million, making him the highest paid defensive player in the NFL. And at the moment, he would be 2 years through that. So 2 more years on his contract. He'd be playing for a third bag. And it does seem he did have an injury last year. He played 10 games out of a possible 17. His sack numbers went from 22.5 all the way down to 5.5. Being that, you know, that is the case, but he still made it into the top 30, that is saying something. I mean, you just got to look at his sack numbers. 7, 13, 14.5, 15, 22.5. And you'd be thinking, can he top that? Is it possible to top that? He just equaled the NFL record. And unfortunately, in this case, no, it wasn't possible. So coming into this next season, 2023, I just hope he's healthy. He's still a Steeler. He's got 2 more years on his contract, and he's going to play like it. I think I did this last year, but I'm going to do it again just to really nail down just how impressive his first 5 seasons in the league were. All-time NFL sack leaders. Okay, so currently he's sitting after playing 87 games with 77.5 sacks. And as we scroll down the list, we've got official leaders. Let's go to official leaders. Unofficial, well, I wasn't alive then, so it really doesn't matter to me. But official leaders, all-time guys. TJ Watt, having played pretty much 5.5 seasons, is sitting currently at number 84 on the list. And if he goes and gets, you know, I'm going to say, let's say he goes and gets 10 sacks this year. Takes him up to 87.5, shoots him up the list from 84th to equal 60th all time. And if you can reach that prestigious 100 sack mark, that shoots you up the list to equal 40th. And the list goes on and on. Amazing. Coming into his prime, he's just got to stay healthy. All right.
Yeah, TJ. Is that...
What? Did they get tested for marijuana before these interviews, or is it just before the season? Or is that... No, the NFL still... It's the NBA that had a change of heart with... Anyway.
TJ, is out of this world.
I'm just fucking with you.
Haven't seen no one like him. I mean, from sacking the quarterback to picking it off a lineman head, he done did a lot of stuff that just shocked you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the pick, right?
It is.
Yeah. We played him at the beginning of the season. TJ got a pick.
Burrow ready for the shotgun snap back at the 44. Back to throw, short pass.
Oh, he picked it.
At the 40 by TJ Watt.
Oh, this is one for the ages. What great reflexes by TJ Watt to pull that bad boy in. Man, oh man.
Now, in previous years, I may have seen that and really, not being too impressed. But with the velocity that ball would have come out of the hand, that is no easy feat.
What a great play.
And I remember Joe Burrow saying, like, that's not going to happen again. And what do you know?
So now the Bengals with the ball and the lead from their own 23-yard line.
That's a great step. Oh! Pulls it in.
TJ Watt, did he pick that?
This is going to be one of the best interceptions that you'll ever see. I mean, he already did this. He did this once before in their first game.
Joe Burrow can't believe it.
No, he can't believe it. Nobody can believe that.
Watt's got it. He is what you call football aware.
That is so hard.
Yeah, I feel like he has an understanding.
And I'm not just talking about the NFL ball. I'm talking about the play.
Like when the team's going to pass the ball or when the team's going to run the ball, because he seems to make those plays probably better than anybody in the league.
Like he's a playmaker. He's a playmaker.
For 6 seasons, TJ Watt has been one of the NFL's most dynamic defenders, blowing up quarterbacks and entire offensive schemes.
Now, we did look at his sack numbers. They kind of averted my eyes from his actual tackle numbers, which he has 333 of combined. 2 interceptions last year, bringing his career total to 6.
TJ Watt, number one, it's like, listen, you need to build your game plan around TJ Watt. That's just first and foremost. If you don't do that, you've already lost.
All camp, he tortured our offense.
He's too good, too explosive.
All right, 90. All right, 90.
We even game planned him during camp, which we never do for players because he's that good.
TJ.
They game plan. Okay, so the offense going against the defense at practice had to game plan.
TJ's forklift game. He's got a real good forklift game, doesn't he? Boom. Unbelievable.
He's got so many moves to get to the quarterback. And so I think, he's best at what he does.
I mean, you just got to look at his movement, his side-to-side movement, setting up that, well, in this case, running back, who's supposedly meant to block TJ Watt. It's not going to be an easy assignment. 6'5", 250, 60 pounds. Get off me, son.
You gotta put 2 on him. You gotta chip on him. You gotta slow him down somehow. Because if not, he'll live in the backfield.
Oh my God.
Lucky Burrow. Oh, man. Burrow be counting his lucky stars.
Part of the play.
That's the equivalent of, that's one of the worst hospital passes I've ever seen in my entire life. That's what we call it in rugby, a hospital pass. You pass it knowing that the person you pass it to is about to get blown the fuck up.
TJ Watt was there before Mixon got the ball.
Oh. Ow, man.
They're so much better when he's on the field. And I think you saw with the Steelers record when he played and he didn't play.
In 2022, the Steelers lost 6 of the 7 games Watt missed to injury.
Burrow hates that guy.
With their star pass rusher in the lineup, Pittsburgh went 8-2.
I don't know what that means, but I know they were struggling when he wasn't on the field.
I don't think there's a lot of guys
He's the captain of the defense.
that can do it. It's something in the Watt blood that they've been able to do something special like that.
Guys, doesn't matter what team you're in. Without the captain, it changes things, changes the dynamic. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is put TJ Watt into a rugby team. And I think that he would make an incredible outside centre. Just one position outside the second 5. He'd have plenty of opportunity to run with the ball, which is the thing that excites me the most. But he would also be, a he'd have to be the glue of that defensive line, that back line on defense. He'd have to hold position. He'd have to use his brain, make the right decisions at the right time. Because, one pass outside of him, if he allows an attacker through, one more pass and it's to the winger, and that's probably the most fastest guy on the team. He could whip down the sideline and score a try. So he's going to have to hold down quite a bit of real estate in that back line. Being that he is a tackler, he's an enforcer through and through, and being that he is 6'4" and 252 pounds, running well and truly fast enough, I reckon he'd be a dynamite centre. Can you imagine 6'4"? Just imagine Geordie Barrett with 10 kgs more on his frame, but also preferring to tackle than run. That is the type of centre that you need. Someone who enjoys putting on hits rather than running. You got Rieko Ioane, he's 6'3" and probably about 100 kg. This is 6'4" and 114 kg. With a really decent motor, the fact that he lines up snap after snap, still puts in his best effort to try and get to the quarterback, try and produce sacks, produce tackles, every single play. In the game of rugby, you go and go and go. And I think TJ Watt would flourish. And that's my choice. I'm going to put him in at centre. Yes, he could play flanker. Yes, he could play any position on the field. But I'm going to put him in at centre, number 13. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.